So the preoccupation of PH is saying that, look, don't worry about the Chinese votes. They will always support us. Let's figure out how to get the Malay votes. I actually don't agree with that.
公正党前副主席拉菲兹说，目前没有任何证据证明大批华裔选民转向支持国阵或国盟。但如果希盟视华人的支持为理所当然，那他们或许会以另外一种方式表达抗议。
So PH biggest problem is actually not MCA or UMNO or Gerakan. It's voters' frustration and voters' apathy. And there can be many reasons for this. Partly, I think PH has been getting the bulk of Chinese support since 2008. It's almost one generation, it's been 15 years. If we are not careful, some might feel that they were disappointed. Some might feel that maybe it's better to give a chance to a new player. Some might feel that they want to try something else altogether. If I were a Chinese voter now, what I want ideally is this. I want to make my support count even though I keep giving it to PH. I want to send a signal and beat PH that, yes, I support you, but please don't take us for granted. Because we may not switch our support for PN, for MCA or Gerakan, but we will certainly boycott the election.
We don't turn up to vote.
We don't turn up to vote, That's why, this is why I disagree with this Big Ten approach. Because this whole Big Ten approach is looking at everything from racial grouping, from that perspective, indirectly is so-called accepting that Bersatu will represent Malays, Pejuang or Warisan will represent Malays in different parts of the country. So the preoccupation of PH is saying that, look, don't worry about the Chinese votes. They will always support us. Let's figure out how to get the Malay votes. I actually don't agree with that. I think if you want to appeal, you have to be able to appeal to everyone, including Malay, Chinese, Indian voters, because doing that is almost taking the non-Malay votes for granted. It doesn't matter what Mahathir had said before, so long as we get the Malay votes, we will be able to manage our non-Malay support. I think that is wrong. So that's why it's important to appeal directly to the Chinese voters, and things are changing very fast, especially for us to be able to paint a vision in a scenario where Chinese population will be going down in the next 10, 20, 30 years. The percentage of Chinese population will be lower. What kind of a country that can really basically accord the same rights and the same privilege and the same honor and the same dignity to Chinese, Indian and any other minority? That discussion to me is very important, not just to Chinese voters, but also to the Malay voters, because we need to be able to imagine a collective vision of what our country will be in 10, 15, 20 years. So that's why I have always been quite apprehensive, and so much has been focused on what kind of political realignment and configuration to get to Putrajaya, because you then dumb down this bit which I think we need to constantly talk about.